Hi there, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to program a blinking LED using MicroPython on a Raspberry Pi Pico. So first things first, I suggest that you familiarize yourself oh, I can't say that word, with this diagram, the Pi Pico pin out. So what this diagram shows you is what each pin does. So here we have the physical pin 36, we have 3.3 volts output. And here we have other pins. GP means general purpose, you can use that for whatever you want, but they specifically have certain capabilities. Like for example, physical pin 32 has analog to digital conversion capability and SCL capability for I2C. Alright, and secondly, to code MicroPython on Raspberry Pi Pico, you're going to need to install MicroPython. So I'll just link this in the description. It's just a little step-by-step walkthrough by Raspberry Pi on how to do that, on how to install MicroPython on your Raspberry Pi Pico. And you can use whatever IDE you want to program. I suggest Stony. It's a good way to get started. It's kind of beginner friendly. So when you do that, you install MicroPython. It's all set up and ready to go. You make sure on the bottom right that you've selected MicroPython in this way to specify that you're using it as MicroPython instead of regular Python. So let's start programming a blinking LED. So we can connect to GP16, the blinking LED. So let's start by from the machine library, we're going to import the pin class, and from the time library we're going to import the sleep class. So pin class is so we can define what pin is the LED on and what is it for. Is it an input or an output? And the sleep is just for the delay, so we can specify the blinking times. So let's define LED pin as 16. When you define the pin, all we use the general pin number, the GP number. So notice I use 16, not 21. Okay, next step, LED equals, here we use the pin here, pin class, LED pin, and then pin dot out to specify it's an output. Now we will make a loop, an infinite loop, and while this loop is on, LED will toggle between on and off state and have a 1 second delay. So on for 1 second, off for 1 second. So now that's ready to go, let's start wiring the circuit on the breadboard. Okay, here's everything you need to build your circuit. You need a breadboard, of course, the Raspberry Pi Pico, connect it with a micro USB cable to your PC, and here are the other components. So we have 2 wires, and we have a resistor. So about the resistor, you want to choose a sensible value for this. So don't choose value too low, so it does nothing to protect your LED, and don't pick one that's too high, so your LED won't turn on. And now here we have the LED. It's got 2 legs. One is the longer leg, which takes positive voltage. The other shorter leg goes to ground to complete the circuit. But a little thing here, what if I cut both legs to the same length? Then how will you know which is which? There's an easy way to tell. If we look closely here, there's a flat side on the short side leg. So even if you cut both legs to the same length, you will always be able to tell which side is which using this flat side. Okay, so now let's start wiring. Connect the red wire to GP16. We'll put a resistor here. Okay, connect the red wire
works. Oh, and a little thing about the breadboard, the way it works. So in the middle section here, we have horizontal conductors like this. So if I was to take my LED here and place it on the same row like that, like this, that's going to be a short circuit for the LED, and you don't want to do that. So that's why we separate it here like this. My resistor just jumped. Let's wire that in again. Okay, now let's finish the connections. Red wire here to the resistor and the positive leg. Brown wire will take from the short leg going to ground here. Okay, so now that's all ready to go. Let's run the code. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that you'll see what it does. It's just on for 1 second, off for 1 second. But let's say we want to have a different delay for when it's off. We want it off for half a second, on for 1 second. So let's have another look at the code. Okay, so we can do this a little differently here. We can do LED on, sleep for 1 second. So it's on for 1 second, LED off, sleep half a second. Run that. And there we go. On for 1 second, quickly off for half a second. Okay? And that's it. That's a blinking LED. So now you know how to specify delay for on and off states, and how to efficiently code for on and off at the same state. Not same state, same delay. Okay? So that's all I have for today's video on how to program a blinking LED using MicroPython on the Raspberry Pi Pico. Thank you for watching.